What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joey Sommerville, the trumpeter, and you are watching Elements of Jazz TV.
Elements of Jazz, your visual jazz experience.
We are at the beautiful Hyatt Regency, Huntington Beach. As you can see in the background, I mean, you know, that's just the tip of the iceberg. But beautiful view of got the Pacific Ocean with the beach and the palm trees, and we're in the ballroom, the grand ballroom, I think it is. I'm told it's the biggest ballroom in Southern California, and I have no reason to doubt that. Staging, lights, incredible setup. We had a great sound check. It's off the chain. The band is smoking. My band is on point, but we're about to give them the business. And Christine Day is playing. I heard them warming up. They sound great. And of course, Shantae Moore is closing out the night. So that's going to be fabulous. And I'm going to get to hang out and do something with Shantae for the ball drop. Or I don't know if the ball is dropping, but you know, to ring in 2012. Yeah. So I'm looking forward. It's going to be off the chain. I was born in Detroit, Michigan, at Henry Ford Hospital, and I spent my early childhood in Inkster, Michigan, which is a suburb of Detroit, Toledo, Detroit, which is essentially Detroit. And I grew up listening to soul music. I grew up listening to Motown back in the day. There was a station in Inkster called WCHB, 1440 WCHB Soul Radio. So that's what I used to listen to. I mean, we had all the records, and I grew up playing in funk bands, then listening to jazz records. Because when I first started listening to jazz, I didn't know straight ahead jazz. I didn't like, Clifford Brown, Miles, those cats. I heard Donald Byrd, and that's what introduced me to jazz. Donald Byrd, Freddie Hubbard, and the more funky contemporary records. But those guys were coming, as I grew to study, those guys were coming from a straight ahead tradition. And so then I started playing, more straight ahead jazz. And so it really just is a function of my influences, and it's what resonates with me. It's like, that's what I hear, that's what I feel. Now, everything I do is not funky, but if you want it, I got it. Over the years has been Marion Meadows, and we're going to be doing some dates I'm going to do some dates with Marion and Paul Taylor in a package thing. I'll be doing some more stuff. I'll be working the new record, the Get Down Club. Just going to do some overseas stuff, doing some spot dates here and there with, as you know, I end up playing with a lot of different people, so we'll continue to do that. But just really getting out there and having fun and playing music. I'm just happy to be able to do it and still be in the game, and still, people put me on a plane, they bring me in to come and play music, and they actually give me money. It's great. I'm good. Get Down Club is really not a physical spot. It's, you know, we just make the spot hot wherever we are. It happens to be on that record, but it's all about folks that what I call having a get down card. And I'm fortunate enough to have worked with a bunch of really, really, really great musicians and writers and producers, and got together with a few of my friends and spooled this thing up. And I love collaboration because you know, you bounce ideas off each other, and you're just like, hey, try this, try that, and you grow and you build something, and it turns into something that it wouldn't be if you just did it on the I Me My show. And I've been fortunate to get on this record, and you know, going back on all the other records, but I have some great players on it. Najee is on it. Jeff Lorber. That was one of my, it's funny, I just played Toad's Place in New Haven with Marion, and I hadn't been to Toad's Place since the first time I was in Toad's Place. I saw Jeff Lorber when it was Jeff Lorber Fusion, and that's when Kenny G, who's Kenny Gorlick, Kenny G, he was in the band, and they turned the joint out. I mean, they ripped the roof off the place, and it was so cool to go back to play, you know, go back there umpty years later and play with Marion and actually do the show there, and then having Jeff on the new record. It was like a full circle, really cool thing. So I love the collaborative process, and I have mad respect for the guys and women that I work with. I get to work with some really talented people, so it's a blessing just to hang out with them. I mean, it's fun. It's like it's what I wake up wanting to do. Producing a couple of projects in Atlanta, and this is more on the pop R&B side, actually. Here we go with those elements of jazz infiltrating the other genres. But yeah, so I'm in and out, you know, just this month in the studio, but then come February it starts back up again for me with dates. See, you have to be yourself, and I tell younger players this all the time. It's like, nobody can be better at being you than you. So you gotta edge up on everybody else if you just stay in your lane and be yourself. Be the best Joey you can be, and you'll be cool. So that's all I try to do is do me. That's all I got. Have you caught me with a go-go beat on a record? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I've actually long ago in a galaxy far, far away, I spent a little time in DC, and I work with that Africanism, if you will. That's a commonality to a lot of cool Western music. There's African influences, that vibe and go-go, as much as there is in Brazilian music, as much as there is in, you know, straight Minneapolis funk. I mean, all of it. It's all on the table, you know. So I just like pick a little bit from the smorgasbord and like try to represent it properly. No, I'm not from DC, you know. It's like, but you know, if you're not, you just call somebody who is. It's like, you know, hey, that's feeling good. Okay, let's do it like that. That whole collaborative thing. Like when I do the Latin stuff on my records, I always have somebody who really understands that vibe and the whole essence of what it is to make it really work. This is a special message to all my fans, all the folks who like the music. First of all, I want to say thank you. I love you, for real. I appreciate you, and I thank God for you. Because if you didn't buy the records, if you didn't come to the shows, I wouldn't have anything to do. I'd be making music in my closet for myself. So I appreciate the support, I really do. You can always find me on my website, joeysommerville.com, JoeySommerville.com. That's JoeySommerville.com. Pick up the phone, dial it. No, I'm just kidding. Am I on social media? Yes. Facebook, Twitter. You can find me on Reverb Nation. If you want to get the music, you can always go to iTunes. You can find me on cdbaby.com. That's cdbaby.com.